Have you seen the new laser update video from 4 days ago? No, I haven't.
In our case, it's either... Oh, that's the server alert. 1 sec.
This is Peppy, the lead developer of OS.
Holy
Low
shit.
disk space
The man.
on mirror. Yeah, okay.
And we talked about what's new in today's laser update. A good chunk of this is continuing to make the editor not suck, yet somehow one of the most requested editor features is actually taking things outside the editor. This is how the stable build of Osu stores game files. Everything is directly accessible with a folder for every map and skin and all their respective files. And this is how it is in Laser. Completely indecipherable. This format avoids duplicate files and some other storage issues that Stable had at the cost of inaccessibility. Well, until now.
You can now go to the file menu and hit edit externally, and you will get a window with all the files from the bitmap.
Whoa!
You can then make any changes to them and they will get re-imported back into the game. So this is our way of bringing back that classic raw file system structure for bitmap editing. It allows you to run external programs on the OSU file to make changes. It also means you have full control over the storyboard and any of the assets in the bitmap.
Can you do this with skins too?
I implemented this in a way where it already works for skins. I'm just figuring out the UI part of that for the skin editor, so expect to see that in the next release.
A few other features from Stable made their way back to Laser today too. First, this timestamp seeker, distance numbers for the previous and next objects, and pitch preserving low playback speeds.
Holy shit.
So
it's like
done
the Sony
this
Vegas.
because it's been a unanimous request from mappers. But the catch is that if you go into timing mode, it will change the playback rate back to 100%. Basically us saying, please time the bitmaps using 100% because we know that the other values are inaccurate. Or time using the waveform display because that is actually the most accurate way to time now.
Wait, that's insane.
Sounds like way off compared to Stable.
Stable adds an internal offset to account for that. I haven't added that back because that was like hand wavy. I chose the offset back in 2009 and I don't know how accurate that is. The problem is that I don't know if it's the same on every platform and on every audio file.
Last update introduced new grid functionality, and that's being fleshed out further with the new triangle and circle grid options. I'm sure you've seen maps with triangular and circular structures before, but you might not have realized that they were an absolute pain to execute with the old editor. These placements required tedious copying, pasting, and rotating objects.
That's what I did.
Yet now they can just be done by clicking.
Yo!
I'm gonna cry, thank you, Alibambi. Every mapper uses shortcuts to improve their mapping workflow, so this update brought a few
Thank you,
more in.
Alibambi.
During test play, you can now hit tab to enable auto, Control P to pause, F1 to go back to the editor, and F2 to go back to the editor at the current point of the map. And on each slider anchor, you can now change the curve type with Alt plus 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It seems like for every new thing added to Laser, 2 more problems are discovered. For example, last update finally introduced break periods, but then people realized breaks could be added in the middle of long notes and you couldn't even delete breaks. So both of those are now fixed. Hit sounds are an even better example. Last update brought slider tick and tail hit sounding to the editor, and that made people acknowledge how many other things were broken about hit sounding. All of these changes in today's release make hit sounding work pretty much how you would have expected it to already. Thanks again, Alibambi. And honestly, this is the best example of new features breaking stuff. These improved hit marker displays apparently destroyed performance the longer you kept the game running.
Memory leak?
Fixed.
Spaceman has been grueling away through the feedback he's got from the community on the editor, and one of the ongoing concerns is that the editor just feels a bit claustrophobic, and we've done a lot of things to improve that, like making the toolbars semi-transparent when they're not in use, but Spaceman went a step extra in this change, which reduces the sizes of the timelines a bit, and also goes through the color to represent different timing points. And there's also tooltips for everything there, so you can actually hover individual sections and see the time ranges and also find out what they mean, which I think will help users coming into the editor and trying to get an idea of what different colors mean in the editor.
Meanwhile, on the upper timeline, object settings are spaced out because they previously covered timeline ticks, and those timeline ticks are now much taller.
Whoa!
I think things are feeling pretty nice.
Good change, good change.
So is this a good, final state for UI in your opinion?
I think we'll keep iterating, to be honest. Like, keep complaining about the editor until it works for you.
Necodex added these new sounds for changing game modes. Paired with what audio people
I'm
call
not sure if I like that, to
ducking.
be honest, but
This basically lowers the volume of one audio source, the selected song in this case, while the mode changing sound effect plays. You might have also noticed that spacing is different in song select now.
Someone brought this up
Oh.
that, you know, if you click in the wrong place, it would actually do nothing. And Stable didn't do that. It always had overlap with the panels. So we've done the same thing here now, which is to say we do
Oh,
have
I like
a
that.
redesign of the panels coming at some point.
I like that.
This is kind of just a fix in the meantime.
oh.
We've been teasing that song select redesign for a while. Obviously it's not done yet, but one prerequisite was finished in this update. Mod customization was moved from below the footer to all the way up here.
Frenzy Bite is in the process of updating the
That's more
footer
intuitive.
of
I
the
like that.
game to be global. It's going to kind of transition between screens and look very cool and also feel a lot better to use. And one of the things holding that effort back was the fact that the mod customization kind of pushed the footer up on the screen. So now it's just a kind of like a drop-down scrolling list experience. I think it's a lot better.
Just to be clear, I'm not a Mania player, but pretty much every Mania player I know
Mania
has
mentioned!
grievances with long notes. So it's no surprise someone made the new no release mod. It basically makes long notes function like sliders. As long as you don't release early, you'll receive full accuracy. And unrelated to everything so far,
We tried again to make the featured artist filter more visible on the bitmap listing. Now it's like bright yellow colored. I think this is the most we can do. Fingers crossed this will finally resolve the issue where people are like, why does the bitmap listing not show the bitmaps I expect it to?
Yeah.
is Daily Challenge like guaranteed for next release?
I think it would be guaranteed, yeah.
There is no Daily Challenge. But there will be soon. Everything about Daily Challenge is done and ready at this point, but because of some OSU web holdup, Daily Challenge will start a few days from now.
Dev
We'll talk about it
slide!
then.
Okay.
Woo! Good video. God. Pepe's aura is unmatchable. True. I feel like an OSU Rewind or OSU Rap, like Spotify Rap, would be something neat for the community to look forward to every year. So many statistics are recorded already, and why not give a little compilation for players to share with each other each year? True. Please release an updated version of Tag Map at some point. Would love to see the possibility of playing Tag Maps with just more than 4 teams. No! I'm just kidding. I just want a practice mode that has all the replay features, like seeking through a song, etc., but unranked. You don't need to go into the editor just to do that. True! Damn, dude. These comments are fucking fire. You only play tag, dog? Shut up? Yeah. That was... Yeah. BTMC React streamer now? You must be new here, man. I fell off, dude.